It's not even porn, it's just commercial today. So we need to be pushing the boundaries, and when you push the boundaries for anything, you're probably going to get...
I think this is a really interesting take on this too. What people would see as porn back in the day, like, you know, when you were comparing like the magazines or whatever, it kind of touches the same thing because we've accepted that things aren't porn in like, okay, you know what? Now that I know that girl was not banned, I can show her picture. Where was that picture? Did I have it here? Here. Okay. So normally I would be afraid to show this because like Monkatius, but this girl was doing this on stream, so you know she's not banned, which means that Twitch thinks it's okay. This. So this girl is in like some kind of, I don't know what to call the clothing, and she's doing like yoga and like jumping on trampolines, and she's calling this a Tifa cosplay, I guess because it's black bottom and white top, and this is on Twitch, you know. And normally I'd be a bit like, oh shit, I can't show this on stream, but like this is on Twitch, and it's so obviously sexualizing that I don't know, like we're meant to see this as normal things IRL. Like we're not, this is like no big deal, right? And I think when we have these things as like no big deal, that means when you have actual porn, it has to become so much more hardcore to be counted as porn. Like what is porn today?
Too far.
I think one of the most obvious ways porn affected me that I could actually kind of see was how it was with women and how I viewed women. I mean, I saw them as this object. And when I say that, like, I thought they were this thing to be obtained, this like goal to be achieved. And I couldn't connect with them at all at school. And then when I finally did get a girlfriend, surprisingly, it was kind of set up for me. My best friend just set me up with this girl and said like, you guys are dating, and I didn't have a say in it, but I was like, okay. And we started dating, and when it came to sex and intimacy, I wanted her to do all these things that I saw in the porn videos, and she reluctantly did them. And I thought it was normal sex, and I could tell she wasn't enjoying it, but I thought that something was wrong with her. And so I thought that she was just boring or something. And like, looking back at it now, I feel so bad because I made her act as in a certain way that just there was no intimacy at all involved in it, and it really kind of like damaged her. It's sad to think about, to be honest.
And that's what porn does to us. Porn makes us see women as these objects that we only fuck. They don't show anything else. They don't show the emotional bond that we have. They don't show the relationship that you form with these people. They don't show all these other things. They just show the physical aspect, and there's nothing wrong with the physical aspect. The problem lies in when that's all you can see, when you can't do anything else other than that. You can't talk to them and have an actual connection with them, right? You can't form that bond with them. You can't have a relationship with them because all you can see them as is as an object, all right? They're humans.
Oh shit, we're humans.
My name is Elsa Lantz. I'm co-founder of the child rights organization Porn Free Childhood, and I'm also a mother of 2. The problem is that since both girls and boys consume porn from a very early age, in average, this is what the sex ed looks like for most kids today. So both guys and girls think that this is normal, and this is actually how sex is supposed to be. One of our experts, AnneFuchsia, who is a school psychiatrist, she had a question during one of her sessions at school from a young boy who asked her, what should I do when the girl stops moving during strangling sex?
What?
I spoke to a woman whose best friend's daughter had been strangled by her 16-year-old boyfriend the first time when they had sex. And they were in love with each other. It was a lovely boy and a lovely girl, and unfortunately this led to physical damages on her brain because of lack of oxygen.
Well, the young kids of today, they have all the porn. from now. But when they start at 11, 12, 13 years old, they got all the porn. They can start with this, and then, you know, 1 hour later, they can have this, and then this, and then this. So their curve is a lot steeper than ours were. So saying you're gonna progress into weird porn or disturbing porn really quickly. And it's gonna, you know, you're gonna start, from the time you start watching porn till you have your sexual, like first encounter sexually, that could be like 3, 4, 5 years. And you know how much porn you would have watched within the 5 years before you get to your first proper sexual encounter. And then saying that the girls haven't watched
I think
it.
that's the biggest difference between like porn in like previous generations and porn now, because it's like so easily accessible. People have it at such young ages where they see it before actually having sex. I think for a lot of people, especially the older you are, the less accessible it used to be. So you probably had to be a bit older to even have access. Like if you're super boomer, then maybe the only way for you to see porn would be like renting these videotapes from like these, you know, the weird stores. If you're a little bit younger than that, then maybe your first one was like figuring out how to download from these like BitTorrent websites. And, you know, for that you have to be a bit older than 8, or maybe you're like, it's like, basically you had to struggle a bit to get access. And now people have much less obstacles to reach it, so they're more likely to then consume it. And since we have now learned, hopefully, that the brain works in a way where you seek new all the time, and if you give your brain that, it'll feel good in the moment, but then it can be damaging because what you see as normal will be different to what is actually true. And I think also just young people in general, because of how impressionable young people